Chapter 22 is 22.2 on how to be a smart consumer. And there's only one objective in this, and that's to identify types of information that can be helpful to a consumer in making wise shopping choices. All right, so the only objective is what to do before we shop. So preparing to shop. You have to decide what a bargain is, and you can do that by planning in advance. So before making a purchase, a smart consumer should study advertisements, read consumer publications, shop at sales, use shopping lists, resist pressure and gimmicks, and then read labels and warranties. So let's talk about these more in detail. The first one, studying advertisements. So to be a wise consumer, you must learn how to read ads for information that will be helpful. Most ads are one of two types. You have your rational ads, which are going to be ones that are informative. They're trying to convince you with facts. It persuades buyers to choose a specific product because it is the best one for their purposes. Or you have emotional advertising, and this appeals to people's feelings. So it might suggest that if consumers buy a particular car, they'll be popular. So when you're looking at advertising, determine whether it provides useful information. An ad that simply says the best buy in town is not necessarily going to help you become a smarter consumer. But if you have one that says 6 ounces of Sparkle Plenty toothpaste for $1.99, that's going to be more helpful, because if you know your Sparkle Plenty toothpaste normally costs $2.79, then you know the sale is a good buy. That's a lot of information in that ad. Then we have consumer publications. So there's two magazines back in the US that are really popular called Consumer Reports and Consumer Research Magazine. And they give detailed information about goods that have been tested and rated. And so if you need to buy an expensive item, you really should begin comparison shopping by studying these magazines and what they have to say about the competing brands. Consumer magazines examine and rate products ranging from bottled iced teas to travel agencies. Many specialty magazines, such as those for photographers or hikers, rate equipment such as cameras and hiking books. Libraries and online services are good places to find these publications. So anytime you're making a big product purchase, do some research beforehand through these consumer publications. Then we have shopping at sales. So stores of course are going to use sales to attract more customers, and there's different types of sales that are available. The first one is a promotional sell, and a promotional sale is one that offers a special buy on a new product or a product that is in season. It is usually held at a time when consumer purchases are down, such as after holidays, because people have spent all of their money. Then we have a clearance sale, which is a sale used to help clear out goods that are going out of season or no longer profitable. So these sales often make room for new merchandise. Clearance sales often mark the end of a season, and many businesses also hold other sales throughout the year. I love clearance sales because you can usually still find something that's pretty nice, pretty classic, but for a lot less than at the beginning of the season. During a sale, look for products that are advertised at selling at a loss or below cost. These are called loss leaders, and these are advertised products that sell at a loss in order to bring new customers into a store. So even the store doesn't make money on that particular product, their low prices are intended to attract more customers, and store managers hope that the consumers will buy other items along with the loss leaders. So the loss leader, think of it in that terms. It's leading the customer into the store. The customer is going to buy a product at a loss, but they're going to be so attracted that they're going to be like, hey, let's look at this other item and that other item. And, oh, look at these pretty sparkly whatever. And then eventually they're buying a lot more, so the store still makes a profit. All right, shopping lists. Oh my goodness, what would I do without shopping lists? Shopping lists are, of course, you put on your list what it is you need to buy. So A, you make sure you buy everything that you do need, and B, you stop the impulse buying. Impulse buying is the act of making unplanned purchases, and this can ruin a budget and result in buying items that you don't need. So using a shopping list will help keep you on track with that. And plus, if you go without a list and you forget something, you have to go back to the store and buy it again. And here, that's a lot of effort to go from the GEC area, the Village area, all the way back to Sigipo or JGC just to buy the eggs that you forgot. Or you can go spend more money at the convenience store to buy them when you could have just bought, the 15 eggs back, at the E-Mart when you were there. So not that I've done that 8 million times or before. So this fifth item is to resist pressure in gimmicks. All right, salespeople are good. These are good people. And they use high pressure tactics to get consumers to buy their goods and services. And they're persuasive. I mean, their money, that's how they're getting paid. So they are very persuasive people. So you should always ask yourself if what the salesperson is saying is true, if you need the product or service, and if you can afford it. Sales gimmicks such as ads for prizes or super low prices are also meant to grab your attention and get you into the store to buy something. So you might get something in the mail that says you have won a prize, but when you read closely it says in order to get your prize you have to buy something else, like a magazine or something. So always examine any deal when it seems like it's too good to be true, because it usually is. And then lastly, read your labels and warranties. When you read your label, before you buy the product, make sure you read the label, because there might be something on there that's going to make you decide not to buy the product. If you're trying to avoid having excess sugar and you buy some fruit juice, when you read the label, you might find out it's not fruit juice. It's not 100% fruit. It might be high fructose corn syrup and sugar and water and not really that much juice. If you're trying to watch how much wheat you're eating because your stomach doesn't like it when you eat too much wheat, you want to make sure you read the ingredients to see if any wheat has been included into that particular product, because it's sneaky, it gets in there. Then you also have warranties. So most items come with a warranty of some kind. And this is a written guarantee from the manufacturer or distributor that states the conditions under which the product can be returned, replaced, or repaired. It is a legal document, and it basically holds the store accountable. So it states your rights and responsibilities of the consumer and the store and the manufacturer. So in the United States, federal law requires sellers of products that cost more than $15 and that have a warranty to make the warranty available to the consumer before a purchase. So you can look at this warranty before you buy. And sometimes it's even printed on the package, so you can look on the outside of the box and look at it. So you have two types of warranties. You have implied warranties and express warranties. Implied warranties are unwritten guarantees that cover certain aspects of a product or its use. And then an implied warranty of merchantability guarantees that a product is fit for its intended use. I'll wait until that finishes reading, because we don't have much left, so I'm not going to re-record this. Okay, and then lastly we have express warranties, which are written and come in two forms. You have full warranties that state that the seller will repair or replace a product that does not work, usually free of charge, or give a refund. Full warranties are usually good for a stated time period, such as 90 days or 1 year. This makes me think of Apple. They have a 90-day full warranty available. And then limited warranties, which cover only certain parts of a product and may require the buyer to pay a portion of the repair costs. All right, that is it for Chapter 22.